A new area, ahoy. These guys, the octopus starts with an S, I know that. I was going to call it a screek, but that's like this chicken thing that pops up out of the lava. It also gives you a 20-point hit refill. Great place to come if you need to get some energy quick, because 20s are a good way to fill up. It only takes 5 to fill up a whole energy tank. And yeah, we are going to be space jumping like a madman here. In fact, I think this may be a pretty short segment compared to most. This may be where we have to go back and go to that other acid thing that I said to remember earlier. Okay, that's quite enough energy for me, I think. We're going to go ahead. Yeah, this looks a lot like the last area, and I think it even has the same music. No, this is a more generic kind of... Okay, yeah, this is weird and different. Actually, you know, I don't want to get too far... I don't want to make stupid predictions or anything, but I think there may only be one Metroid in this area. That's what's so confusing about it. You think, oh man, I'm really starting to cook through the game now. I've only got 16 Metroids left, 1 left. What area am I going to face next where I have to fight 15 Metroids? Yeah, we're going to come in here and I think we're going to fight a Gamma Metroid, and that's going to do it. Yeah, just this one little basic area right here, but yeah, you gotta... Okay, yeah, we gotta watch out for the Gammas as usual, of course. But refilling our energy tank should be nothing. We really don't have a lot to worry about here. Yeah, we used some missiles and took some heavy damage, but there are tons of octopus guys. That was an extremely linear dead-end area. That's when you start resting on your laurels thinking you've got it easy. Yeah, but you don't. So when we go back to the first area, when we go back to the main hub area, that's when you're going to be wondering, I thought there was an earthquake. What just happened? Well, that's when you need to go back to the area we went to yesterday. Go back to where the guy with the armor plates on his sides. I think that's called a... I think that guy's called a Halkin. You need to go back to where the Halkin was hanging out. And we're going to make our way back to the mainland. You don't need to see all this crap again. But we're going to go back to where the Halkin was. And we're going to see that the lava... See, none of this has receded. I don't think this particular lava ever recedes. But we're going to go back to where the Halkin was. And we're going to see that the lava in his area has gone down. So, yeah, this game does require some backtracking. It's not just get to the core of the planet as quickly as possible. You do have to make some sidetracks sometimes. Yeah, see? No lava recession right here. So we're going to go back up through, not too far back up, of course, because you know where that last area was. It was very close by. But, yeah, we're backtracking just a little. Okay, so we come out of the maze and we see now... See, here's where the lava went down. You can't forget about this part. This is another part. I would say this part is probably second in terms of running up a newbie's clock. Because you have this area that we came to first, and there were tons of Metroids, and it's easy to get lost because it's very maze-like and all looks the same. But now we also have... We're going to see not one, but 2 Metroid eggshells at the top of this area if we can ever kill this guy. The wave beam was certainly more effective for that than the plasma beam was. See, 2 different Metroid eggs, where there are only 2 Metroids down here, I do believe. And we're going to follow both eggs to the separate paths that they bear out. So the first one up here I believe leads to a, well, it could lead to one of 2 Metroids. We fought a bunch of Gamma Metroids, and those guys are out of our way now. Hey, a Moto. Motos cannot be shot in the face, you have to shoot them in the rectum. Because that's where they don't have any body armor. These guys are called Flits, I think. Flits or Flicks or something like that. And you jump across them and they disappear. Kind of like alternating platforms. But I don't ever use these guys because when you have the space jump, who really needs these little indestructible amoeba type dudes? So this could be one of 2 Metroids coming up right here. This will either be a... No, this will either be an Alpha or a Gamma. Never mind. Hey, but missile refill, that's great. I will definitely take it, not that I've used that many of them. I think this is the Alpha Metroid area. And I'm wrong. Ha ha ha! And there's lava down here, but we don't need to worry, because this is another place where one side contains a missile battery, and the other room that we're going to face, which has... I'm not even that worried about my energy. The other Metroid that we're going to face, the Alpha, there's an energy ball in his room. We can be supremely uncareful around here, in fact, so it's not really all that bad. But there are only just the 2 Metroids around here, so yeah, this is going to be kind of a short day, actually. Not much running around to do, but you need to know where the running around has to be done. Because if you don't do that, then, of course, you're stuck. Like I almost got stuck on that little flit guy. So now let's backtrack down, and we're going to make our way down through the tunnel from earlier. See if he... Yeah, there we go. He gives you a 20. Remember his face, because, 1, it's got armor on it. You're not going to forget it easily. And 2, he's going to be one of the few enemies that we can get energy from later when we get to the final segment of the game. Not that that's really useful advice or anything. I just like talking about the final segment of the game because it is a great, great, great segment. Let's go up then. Okay. This one is just, this part is just slightly different. Little bit different, constructed a little bit differently. These flits move around. You can actually stand on them, but again, space jumping is just so much faster. It is the wave of the future. Oh, yeah. Seriously, why would you ever use these guys as platforms? You need to master that dang old space jump. So we're going to go down now. And just as I foretold, energy ball. And we're going to see an alpha down here. I don't think he's a gamma. I think this one just... Yeah. Well, sure, I can step in the lava and be all stupid, but I've only lost 2 hit points. I don't think I need, per se, to use that energy ball again. And there you go. There's the earthquake that matters. Okay, yeah. Wow, I actually didn't lose any energy stepping in the lava that time. Failed space jumps don't really mean a whole lot when you have infinite jumping power. You just get back up and try it all over again. So let's go down, and now we're going to make our way to the next area. And that is it for today. We've been moving in kind of these 20-minute chunks because that's just the way things have been going. That's what I've kind of felt like doing, getting one whole area done a day. But this is a really short diversion, even with having to go to 2 areas. You guys, you need to quit your dipping and your weaving, or I'm going to have to give you a breathalyzer test in the face with extreme prejudice. So yeah, now we run around and we get out of here, and as usual, we're going to make our way down to the next area. We're not going to play it today because I think it does require a fair amount of exploration. We're not going to encounter too many Metroids down there, actually. Only about 4 or so, if I remember my count right and how things are supposed to go from this point onward. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and make our way down, and that is going to be that for today. That was barely just even 10 minutes, but that's just kind of the way this game goes sometimes. It doesn't exactly have a rushed end game. I'd say it has more of a rushed second act. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be meeting a new evolution of Metroid who's going to be really nasty. And yeah, we've fought plenty of Gamma Metroids by this point. So now we're going to move on to the ultra nasty Zeta Metroids. Zeta Metroids are, for my money, the hardest Metroids in the game. They're even harder than their final, well, I say final, but it's more like penultimate evolution. But that is neither here nor there. We need to get down to where the planet takes us. Shoot these guys, hope for some missile refill. Yes, now we can go down. Now things are hunky-dory once again. I think those guys on the wall that you could barely see just then, I think that was called a pincher fly. But then again, I'm also not going to double check. Like I said, I'm a man of my word. Sometimes I do research on games, other times I'm just like, fuck it. So we are gonna run down. You think you're denying me your missiles that I don't need? Well, you are wrong, pal. And now it looks like we're actually... Okay, I do want to blast you. Those are Screeks right here. Those little wobbling chicken things. And yes, they do give pretty good energy refill. So this is another good place to get cracking. But yeah, it looks like we're at the bottom of the planet, but we've really still got some areas to go down into. So we're gonna be. That is an interesting crack in the wall right there. Holy crap! I didn't expect you to come out through the platform. Made me run out of breath. I was wasting my time explaining other things. You can actually, yeah, these big, super pixelated rocks take a missile. Yeah, see, we can go down farther into the planet. We're going to spin... This is kind of part 2 of the hub area down here. But it doesn't really make much difference because I think we're on the next area now. Okay, yeah, we're in that next area. We heard that music cut out. That's going to be it for today. So, join us next time. We're going to be fighting some really nasty Catherine Zeta-Jones Metroids. That's their full legal name. Married name.